Okay, so in this video we're going to make a silicone seal for sealing this to your face. We're going to start out by using some sort of masking tape. I'm using blue 1-inch painter's tape, but you can use whatever's handy. I'm going to mask on the inside of the curves here as best I can. Just following along the profile here. Then when the curvature becomes too steep, I'll tear off and start going the opposite direction. Usually add an additional piece in the middle of the nose portion right here, just to make certain that that's completely sealed. There we go. Then a piece about this long should take us from edge to edge on here. Now we're doing this on the inside with the adhesive facing out, but the good news is that the silicone caulk we're using doesn't really stick to the adhesive once it's cured. All right. I'll go up there. This. Kind of walk your fingers along it to make certain that it's pulled in tight here, because we don't want any silicone coming out inside of the respirator plastic. Right. That looks pretty good the way that it is. Now we're going to take the silicone and seal it. So I'm just using Loctite brand clear silicone, waterproof sealant variety, and this is the transparent one. You can use whatever type of silicone caulk you like. So just start at some random point along here, and I'm going to push forward so that way I'm creating the fillet with the upper portion of the silicone tube itself. If I'm a little bit thin, I'll go back a little bit, pick it back up, and come up around the bend here, and just keep going. I hear the masking tape is coming out a little bit, so I might stop and put another piece on the inside there to hold that down and in place. If you did a better job masking than me, you probably won't have that problem. If you're doing this for a lot of these, there's a chance you're going to get a good bit of silicone on your hand, so I'd recommend wearing gloves. I'm just doing this as a one-off, and I'm keeping my fingers well away from the seal line, so don't need gloves as much if you're just doing a couple of them. Alright, so that's one go-round. I usually do two, so that way I can get a little bit further up off of the edge and kind of blend these in together. Second coat's going to be a bit faster here because of that fact. The areas you want to pay particular attention to are wherever there's extreme curvature, so either in or out. So, like for example, around near the bottom of the mouth and the chin, we want to extend this out as far as possible because that's going to be the most variable fit area from person to person to person. So do a couple of swipes downwards in here and extend out how far that film of silicone is going to go. The overwhelming smell of vinegar in the air when you're doing this lets you know that it's working. All right, and that's it. Now we just let it sit for 24 hours to cure and move on to the next one.